Yeah, what is good? What is good? What is good? Ladies and fellas, man, how are we doing? It's been a while since the since the previous stream. I think about 3 weeks. That's entirely my bad. Well, not entirely my bad, but like 60, 70, 80, 90%, somewhere in that range. But we're here now with chapter 206 and 207 of Fairy Tale 100 Years Quest, and we will be diving into it in like a minute, 30 seconds to a minute. So alrighty. Let me fix little things here before we fully begin. Is that up? Alrighty, let's do this. So the previous chapter, golly, it has been a minute. What was it, 205? Previous chapter ended with Ignia gaining his new abilities, bodying Natsu, and now we're continuing with chapter 206, the calamity, or a calamity of dragons. Excuse me. Let me fix the mic a little bit here. Alrighty. How are we doing today? And Nancy, what's up, bro? It's been a while since I commented and replied in your streams, bro. It's all good. We're here. We're ready to get started. Let me take this down. Boom. Here we go. Chapter 206, A Calamity of Dragons. Excuse me, sorry. The music is just, it's a bit of a vibe. Yeah, Igni is a coward, but his new form is still badass as hell. But he's still a clown fraud, even if there's... Appreciate the Igni slander. We always love it. Natsu's embodied, and now I'm guessing he's just going to leave? I don't know if this was the battle that was supposed to be the one that ends it for them both, so he's probably like, Natsu just gets stronger even still. What is the objective? I'm not quite too sure. That's just what I'm thinking. What up, JK? What up? What's going on? Natsu's magic disappeared. Hey, what happened? Perhaps flame burned up flame. Now then, I sense cold from you. Who are you? I am Anchor. I'm cooperating with Ignia at the moment. Okay. I feel like this dude would be a mercphobia victim, but we'll see what the future holds. He's just fighting Gray at the moment. We still like it. Calamity Blood, Sea Prison Dragon Anchor. I'm to kill all humans here. Oh, hold on. I'm cooperating with Ignia at the moment, but those flames disrupt harmony. What? Am I reading this correctly? Doesn't matter. Don't you agree? Oh! Juvia is here, so is it a potential Juvia and Gray team up to beat Anchor? We'll see. What? I'm suddenly underwater. Futile. Ooh. The water got heavy? You do best not to assume I'm on the level of mercphobia. Okay. I am the water dragon god, the god of water. Now here's the thing, right? Mercphobia is not the type of character to respond in kind to a call out like this, I believe. But come on now. Come on now. let's we can't just pass up on a moment like this for one of the greater characters within Side 100 Years Quest to prove himself as the actual dragon god, the water dragon god, bro. This is a direct call out to my boy. And I know he's got a whole, like, I can't really use magic situation going on. I'm a key to Lucy, but, like, come on. Come on, bro. And I'm assuming he's also increasing the water pressure, which is why Gray is having such a hard time and why it feels so heavy for him. That's tough. Be cry. Ooh. Yep. I mean, anybody could have seen this coming, bro. Of course, if you're going to have Gray involved in a fight with somebody against water, you're throwing Juvia in there too. If he's not enough to take it down on him, or if he's not enough to deal with it by himself. Gray-sama, you saved me. Juvia's sensors go off when Gray-sama is in peril. What are you doing here? Gajeel-kun and Mira-san are here too. Well, this ain't the time for that. Why is this bum trying to disrespect our boy Mercphobia? Like, why? He ain't no dragon god. Merc is the one who's legit. Hey, bro. If we're gonna be fair and we're gonna call out Ignia for his fraudulence, kind of got to do the same for Mercphobia too. Like, what is my boy even doing? What does he even do? You know what I mean? Water magic. When it comes to water, Juvia won't lose. My water washes everything away. Igneous flames burn everything up. Natsu ain't beaten yet. Emperor of water. Ooh. Oh. What the hell? A cavalcade of emotions just went through my mind, or thoughts rather than emotions, because I was thinking, okay, this attack isn't too devastating, right? Because we see Gray, and he's kind of fine. Then I look over at Juvia, and her arm's gone, so I was like, wait, what? But then I realized that she's, like, made out of water, so she's fine. But then we scroll down, and then they're just both bottles. By the way, Nancy, be prepared for this Gajeel moment upcoming. Oh, okay. Is it Gajeel hype? I got separated from everyone, Natsu's magic was so strong, but I don't feel it anymore. What happened? I have to link up with everyone, quick. Ooh, she's back. Lady Knight bearing countless sins. I am Mother Glare. Earth Mother Dragon will cleanse you. Hold on, I gotta... Just real quick. Just real quick. Poll time. Just poll time. Just poll time. What's her name? Okay. Answer to your heart's content. Answer to your heart's content. Oh my gosh. You know, sometimes we have polls for fun. Irene's at top. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have never mind. It's not the question isn't really who is the best mother, if you know what I mean. Sins, honestly, you sound like Jalal. Let's ooh. Okay. 7 stars armor. This is new, right? I'm pretty sure. It looks dope. I really like the sword. And I like how the stars are embedded into the armor as well. Hey, is that Natsu? Natsu! Oh no. Natsu, hang on. Ugh, that's rough. My man's does not look good at all. Wendy, please. Thank goodness. He's still breathing. Hey. That guy's my... Oh my goodness. Wait, so is Ignia, like, kind of done with Natsu then? If he would just leave his body here and kind of be like, it doesn't matter. Or if he would leave his body here and allow this dude to come over and just eat him. Oh, now that I get a good look at you, you two look tasty too. Oh, brother. Attraction Irene, but actual mother Celine, because both loved their children, but she wasn't crazy and forgetful. Well, I mean, where was Celine when her kid was getting chopped up by Suzaku? You know what I mean? Ignia is gonna go for another 50 chapters. Oh yeah, he's not going anywhere. That boy is the final antagonist, bro. We're stuck with him. Rock Soul Dragon Earth build. Ooh. Alrighty. On to the next chapter. Pretty good, pretty solid. I liked it. It was fun. This arc has the potential to be top 5 arc in all of Fairy Tail. We'll see how it progresses from here on out. You know what I mean? We'll see how we'll see what Mashima cooks up with the rest of it. But here we go. Chapter 207. I don't know if it still has the potential to be that for me at this point. But top 10? It all depends. I'm not a huge fan. I put out a video of what he's been doing with a lot of it so far, but you know, there's room to improve, and there's room to crawl back from the chasm that you've created for yourself. That guy's my food. Ooh, what is he? I don't know, but I sense incredibly strong magic from him. Oh, now that I get a good look at you, you two look tasty too. Well, of course. It's always Lucy first. Earth, mother roots, the root of my power. Oh my gosh. Open, gate of the... Oh. Okay. Earth for earth, kind of. I've got a celestial spirit who's good with earth. Speak a hole. Oh, yep. Princess, and she was just immediately dispersed. Lucy, use your Virgo form? Yeah, get out of there, bro. Although going into the earth, I don't know if that's such a great idea. Lucy kick, and it did nothing. My earth skills completely block any attacks. She swung them directly into Wendy. The bits of earth are sharp like knives. Soil cutter. Ooh. Reminds me of Aldron a bit. Sky Dragon wing attack, and that did nothing. Oh. Ah. Ow. I feel like Wendy gets it not the worst, but she be going through it in this manga. Wendy, he's strong. Natsu. Happy. Damn it. Looks like we got separated. Ooh. This dude doesn't even look that cool, but the art here is actually kind of sick. Like a step up from what Ueda usually does. It just looks really cool here. Calamity Blood, Life Jail Dragon, Levia. A dragon, huh? What's the power? Ah, of course. The tease. The tease with the guy who looks like a Matrix villain versus Loxus. Which will probably undoubtedly be the coolest battle out of any of the ones that we're about to get. The world around us looks kind of weird. Yes, I want to cut them up. The more beautiful something is, the more I want to snip it to shreds. Okay, so I didn't really expect this. Also, we have a A member of the Ratio is about to participate in one of these battles? So does that mean we're getting more of like Cobra and Midnight and the rest of them, maybe? Maybe? Oh my goodness. Calamity Blood, Scissors Sound, Dragon, Scissors Runner. There's some weirdo here. Watch out. This one is way more powerful than the last one. Just how powerful is his magic? Oh, okay, yeah. I guess Juvia can just instantly come back from those attacks then. Alright. Water attacks don't work on Juvia. Gray-sama, yeah. You got bad luck. You're up against an ice and water duo. Oh, he was about to say couple. By the way, when I mentioned Gagio, that was a joke. There's no moment. Bro fights pre-times to get Natsu villain and no dragon. Mashima would be like, who is Gagio? I was about to mention that because you brought it up earlier, and while I was scrolling through these chapters, I was like, Gagio's not even here. But the fact that Mira Jane and what's her name, Serrano or Angel or whatever her name is, the fact that a member of the Horatio Seis is actually going to participate in a battle against one of these dragons, that means there's hope that we will get more members involved. Because clearly, I mean, these guys might need a little bit of help. Although I say clearly, but it kind of doesn't look like Juvia or Gray will need help with taking down this self-proclaimed water dragon god. Gagio is going to come next chapter, trust. Who's he going to help out against, though? Alrighty. But now that we're done with the chapters, pretty good chapters. Natsu's probably going to be down for the count for probably until we defeat the Calamity Bloods, and also a little bit after that as well. So it's cool that we're going to get some characters that are going to shine. Lucy is probably the one that's going to need the most help, because this giant rock dude seems like a bit of a problem. And if Gagio was going to come to help anybody, it is probably going to be against this dude. Plus, I mean, they're up against actual dragons, so we need dragon. Maybe this is where Diablos returns. Because now that we're up against actual dragons, we need dragon-slaying magic to take them down. And Wendy is incapacitated at the moment, so she can't give, like, the whole dragon-slaying buff. She can't give it to Juvia or Gray or to Lucy. So these guys are going to need some help. She also can't give it to Erza, so Erza can't even beat Mother Glare. Natsu is going to be unconscious for 10 to 12 chapters because everyone needs the moment to shine, which is fine, but like hopefully not for too long. You say not for too long, and I kind of agree, but like at the same time, like, bro. Well, we can do with the Natsu taking the back seat for some time, you know what I mean? Loxus is probably treating him teaming with Kirin from Diablos. That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. What team ups do you guys want to see, anyways? I like the I like the team up. You know what? They should probably just team up with everybody that they fought in the Labyrinth arc. I can't remember the name of it, but so like Erza would team up with Misaki. You know what? I would say that Lucy should team up with Kiria, but I would actually like Kiria to team up with Mira Jane, just because, you know, the whole slicing thing is the dragon that they're fighting up against, and Kiria's whole thing is slicing stuff, so that'd be kind of funny and cool. Or maybe Kiria teams up with Aloxus. That would be pretty cool. That'd be pretty interesting. And then Suzaku? Who do I want Suzaku to fight? I don't know. Maybe Suzaku holds off Ignia. He'd get trounced. But I kind of need my boy to get someone of a higher caliber to fight against. But hold on. There's one more thing that needs to be done. when it comes to these chapters. Simon and Silver team up. Suzaku using Dragon Force against Ignia would be sick. That would be incredibly sick. Chapter 207. All right, let's see what the Reddit's thinking. I don't know why the Reddit is looking like this. It doesn't usually look like this. The layout is very much different. So that means there's going to need to be some adjusting here. Hold on. Can I adjust it like this? Kind of, and not really, and it's maybe a little bit too bloated out, but we'll see. Oh, get the rock out of here. Hold on. And then oh, nope, that's the wrong one. Hold on. We're spiraling. There we go. And then bring that over here. And you know what? Maybe let's decrease that a little bit. Bring it up. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, hold on now. Bring that over there like that. There we go. That works a little bit better. All right. Not really. Hold on. Let me do one. Technical difficulties. Hold on. Let's bring that over like so. There we go. Bring that over like so we can get the full comment. Boom. And then just bring that up like that. There we go. Alrighty. So it's sad to see Lucy lose brain cells and have someone always reminding her to use specific spirit dresses. Like, I love Lucy so much, but what is Mashima's obsession with using Lucy kick in serious moments and doing face-to-face attacks instead of something tactical? Just to show the gravity of the situation, bro. Suzaku will be like Higurama when he fought. Whoa, bro! We just dropping JJK spoilers in here, bro. Yeah, you gotta chill on that, bro. This is sort of like a this is kind of like spoiler territory if you're entering any of my streams. But like, we gotta chill out on that. I hope Jalal won't appear to team with Erza again. Jalal, usually the way that it works with how Mashima writes these arcs, it's kind of a trade-off. So you're gonna have Loxus in one arc, and then Jalal in another, and then Loxus in the subsequent arc, and then they'll just repeat that. Sorry about that. You're good, JK. You're good. Like, Gray doesn't forget to use his devil slaying magic every 5 minutes. I knew Loxus and Mira would end up getting fights. They were too important to not get Calamity Blood matchups, especially Loxus, since he was brought in at the end out of nowhere as well. Also, there seemed to be these seem to be the matchups right now. And other than Gray and Lucy and Wendy's, I'm okay with the other three. Just hope the matchups change. I'm kind of fine with the matchups just staying as they are. I think they're cool. Aside from literally just adding more combatants to the heroes side, because, like, bro, we need dragon slaying magic. Without it, the people that are fighting literally won't be able to beat the people that they're fighting against. Our protagonists are in trouble. Juvia needs to stop saying Juvia is water. Water attacks don't work because the enemy always ends up finding a way to hurt her anyways. She's a little bit dumb, bro. Just let it go. Okay. This moment is so weird. Someone who doesn't know well about star dresses is reminding its user to use a specific star dress. Lucy is a quick thinker, so I don't know how this scene should exist. I feel like this is... It's not something that I care about, but it's definitely a fair argument. It'd be like, well, it wouldn't necessarily be like Lucy telling Natsu to use Fire Dragon like roar or use Fire Dragon King roar, right? Because Natsu's a bit dumber. For Wendy to tell that to Lucy, because like is Wendy in your guys' mind, is Wendy a better battle combatant than Lucy? Like, is Wendy smarter on the battlefield than Lucy when it comes to combat? Yeah, this is just pointless nitpicking. Well, it depends. If it's like out of character for the character, it's not necessarily nitpicking. It might be like bad writing. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I don't. Maybe it's just because of her age, but I think I would probably consider Lucy like a more intelligent fighter than Wendy. Lucy was just panicking. It's not even serious, and no, Lucy is smarter. That's fair. That's fair. That's a good way to characterize it, as in panic of the moment, and she was just overwhelmed by the person that also was trying to eat her. Let's let's not forget that. She was literally about to get eaten. So hey, you can call me an experienced combatant. If somebody is trying to eat me on the battlefield and they got this big ass jaw extended that's gonna take my leg, I'm gonna start panicking a little bit too. You might have to remind me what I can do as well. So Wendy is literally pinned to a wall with sharp rocks through her palms. This leaves Lucy against Earthbuild, Loxus is against Levia, Mira Jane and Angel are against Scissor Runner, and Ayers' fight against Mother Glare continues. And lastly, Anchor has been jebaited by Juvia's water magic. Bring Gray and herself back into the fight also. Alright. I'm hoping Fairy Tail will meet their defeat against these dragons. Gray was about to say couple instead of duo. Is this Ignia in the Reddit comment section, bro? The hell's going on? Whoa, you know you're tough when you take a Lucy kick and just keep your head attached. I love Gray and Juvia fighting together. No way Gray and Juvia didn't die. In all seriousness, this is good as we can get in terms of pacing for a chapter, so I'll take it. It was a pretty well-paced chapter. Man, I am nervous. I know it's still early to tell, but I hate that Lucy's fighting next to Natsu. In the past, even when he is knocked out, he always gets up to save her, and Hiro put them to fight together, which always ended up with him saving her countless times during the fight. Nad? I'm guessing making it be more of a Natsu win. I hope he stays down. Lucy has some of the best fights in the manga besides the ones she shares with Natsu. Please, Mashima, let him rest. I don't think you have to worry about that. I do not think Natsu is going to have really any involvement in these upcoming battles, just simply because, I mean, look at the state of him. And I mean, unless we're going with the END route, which I don't think we're going to just copy and paste Lucy being in trouble and Natsu being down for the count, and then boom, END's awakened, and we're just going to run that whole playbook back. I don't think we're going to do that, especially since we literally just got a power up for Natsu. We're gonna follow that immediately up with another one. Because that's the only outcome if Wendy can't heal him. We just bring back END for the fun of it. So I don't think you'll have to worry about that. I was also not a fan of how Lucy acted in here. Okay. I hope. And from all the matches, Mira feels the most strange for me. She just used Allegria to defeat a demon. If she is to take a dragon, I hope Hiro gives her new form. She deserves it. Bro. Are we just forgetting that we need dragon slaying magic to take down dragons? Oh, are we just forgetting that? Nobody that does not have a dragon slayer with them is going to be able to take down the opponent that they're fighting against that is a dragon. They're all going to need help. Suzaku about to be the hype merchant for the main villain? Aw, bro. Do not wish that. Don't speak that evil upon my boy, bro. Suzaku is going to be the ice cream on top to taking the challenge of facing against Ignia in a fight. whenever he unlocks his Dragon Force, will go down. Look, guys, it's just a potential matchup, okay? Maybe we don't want this in the air. Maybe we don't want this as an idea that will take form, because it means the eventual death of Suzaku. The defeat and maybe death of Suzaku, which I don't want to see that happen. Bro already got off-screened. I don't need him to take 2 L's in one arc. My problem with Mira Jane is that she always uses the same form. Well, I mean, it's iconic. It's kind of like how Erza always goes into the form where she's got like the bandages around her chest with like the big pants and the katana. It's just iconic. And did that form originally used to mean something a little bit different back in the day? Yeah, but it's iconic now. So this is what we're rocking with. It's kind of like how Goku used to change his gi all the time back in the day, and now he just rocks like the standard orange and purple. It's iconic. We're not changing it. You wish he would change it, but no. This is what we're rocking with till the end of time. Oh, okay. Man, people really do not like the fact that, well, the supposed fact that Mashima has dumbed down Lucy in the fight against the Earth guy. They're upset. Very much so. But I think as higher intellects, we understand the problem. Move past that. Seeing Virgo get actually damaged so bad that she got sent back was chilling. We haven't seen something like that in a while. Also, I don't think Lucy was dumbed down. She was on her A game after watching Virgo get one. I'm assuming this person meant to say she wasn't on her. Oh yeah, she wasn't on her A game after watching Virgo get one-shotted. I don't blame her for not thinking of using her star dress. Plus, I actually prefer seeing her spirits more. They keep getting sidelined. And I find it interesting that Lucy holds her breath while digging. I believe that she will use a star dress mix of Taurus and Virgo, since they are both Earth-based and cause Mashima. Okay, pretty logical. The name speaks for itself. It was Lucy's first move, for the love of God. Yeah, this person isn't like arguing that Mashima made her dumber. He's actually giving, context to the situation because of what went down. Virgo got one shot. It caught her off guard. She was about to get eaten too, so she panicked and then needed to be reminded of her moves, which makes sense given the context of the situation. Brutal as hell, dude. We'll read this last one and then we'll probably be done with the Reddit. A good chapter. Virgo getting decimated in a way we haven't seen before sets the tone for this fight, and I fear it isn't a positive tone for the duo. Unfortunately, I think a beatdown is coming for everyone sooner rather than later. Even Gray and Juvia's confidence seems like a negative sign and frankly misguided. Ooh. I'm down for that. I'm actually down for a beatdown. I'd be interested to see that. See, although I kind of don't want to see Loxus get bodied, just because that's my boy. But at the same time, if that's what's needed to happen to set the tone, to establish a new tone for where we're at in the story, because I mean, the start of the new tone was kind of established with Natsu getting absolutely rocked. So if we are going to continue with that and have everyone else get absolutely decimated as well, that would work. I'd be down for that. They think because Juvie uses water, they have an advantage, but little did they know, Anchor is a dual element dragon. And I think once he reveals that, they will shortly lose after. Earthbuild himself has only used one half of his dual element as well, so it's starting to seem intentional that they are only introducing one element / attribute at a time. I will say, the only problem with him saying that a beatdown is incoming is I would agree if there weren't so many other players in this arc. So like, if it's a beatdown and then they like have to retreat, that wouldn't really make much sense because there's so many others that could come in and assist the people that are getting beaten down. So I think it'll be like a round 1, 2, and 3 type of situation. So our protagonists are going to lose round 1, and then the backup is going to show up, and then they're going to win round 2, and then these dragons will be defeated. Come to think of it, has Loxus lost another fight other than Natsu and that dragon in GMG? Bro's track record is one of the best in Fairy Tail. I don't think he has. He's come close to losing fights, but as far as like actually losing them, my boy on top. My boy is on top. Okay, but the heroes could gain a false sense of confidence or strategize for one element while being blindsided by the other, or a compound use of both. I just don't think things are set up to go our team's way. Hold on, let me pull it before I continue this. Just real quick. Do you want to see Fairy Tail lose? Start a poll. Just see where everyone's at. Do we want to see Team Natsu and Fairy Tail lose this battle against these dragons? Or are you fine with them, you know, maybe getting beat down a little bit, but then coming back in, maybe with a little bit of extra help? Not everyone, just Mirror Jane. Okay, so we got a Mirror Jane hater in the chat. All right. Okay, so it looks like everybody, for the most part, is saying no. I find it funny that after this team, Natsu are gonna fight and high diff some one-off schmucks. Oh, excuse me, I can't read. I find it funny that after this, Team Natsu are gonna fight and high diff some one-off schmucks in the next arc, like they got a power reset. Well, hold on, because what does the next arc even look like? That's the actual question. Oh no, there's a switch that's taken place. People want to see Fairy Tail lose. Okay. It's a little bit of a blanket question, but we'll keep it going. Another thing that I really enjoy about these last 2 chapters is to see characters use their magic. Igni and Natsu are very punchy, for lack of a better term, and hand-to-hand fighters, which isn't a problem, but it's nice to see the other dragons using their magic and doing something more than just punching. Lastly, I find it interesting how they weren't able to sense Mother Glaire's magic, but they have been able to sense the magic of the other Calamity Bloods. I wonder what that means and what Mashima has in store for her. Not to mention, Earthbuild says he gets his powers from Mother Earth. Could that potentially be in reference to Mother Glaire? I like what this man is cooking up. He probably has like the best comment on this Reddit, and it only has 3 likes. It was technical, it was in depth, it was strategical, there was context and thought-provoking arguments implanted within it, and 3 likes, bro. That's a damn shame. But you know, we'll give it one more. I'm sure some will be upset that Lucy and Wendy are having to team up, but realistically, it seems only the strongest, Erza and Loxus, are currently going solo, and there's still a good chance they'll be assisted. Pretty brutal, though, not only seeing Virgo obliterated like that and having her Kudere looked like having her usual, I'm assuming that meant tsundere look, turned into utter pain and anguish, but also Wendy pinned against a wall by having her hands impaled, though she surprisingly took it well. She is a trooper, bro. Mirror Jane and Serrano, whoever getting to fight one of the dragons, was not something I expected, but it's welcome, as I'm sure a lot of fans are happy she's getting to shine, but hopefully another Dragon Slayer gets to fight one of them. That aside, I feel like we'll see Loxus doesn't have his Slayer magic anymore, as shown in the Great Labyrinth arc, and he'll manage to win with Red Lightning to further push that he's strong. Not his magic, especially beating a dragon without Slayer magic. has this been confirmed? Because this has always been the speculation within the community, is that he doesn't have dragon slaying magic anymore. But I don't think that's the case. This has always been like kind of confusing with inside the community and with inside like the chapters themselves. But I don't think this is true. I don't think he's technically not a dragon slayer anymore. I know he removed the lacrima, but I don't know. But also, I mean, if he's not a dragon slayer, then he and Erza are also going to need help, because you can't beat a dragon without dragon slaying magic. It's just not possible. This is literally like what's been explained since the start of the series. I mean, Erza technically has Belsirion, which is a dragon slaying sword, so maybe she'll be fine. But if Loxus doesn't have any of his dragon slaying magic, then he's done. He's cooked. And it's obvious that Gruvia would survive that attack, but it was cute that Grey almost lived up saying couple, so hopefully this fight will further develop their relationship and maybe even confirm it. He's still a Dragon Slayer, just not a second-gen Dragon Slayer, technically. Yeah. Lucy using that Merc key. I know, bro. I actually kind of hate the setup just a tiny bit, because I would have loved to have seen her use that key against, I forgot his name already, but the guy that Juvia and Grey are fighting. That would have been so friggin' good, dude. Maybe even go dragon form for dragon form. That would be so sick. Where is Gajiel? That's a good question. A question I do not have the answer for. Bro's out somewhere. So Mira Jane and Angel are fighting a dragon, yet Cobra and Gajiel, two Dragon Slayers, don't. I've said this so many times, but what is the point of bringing Dragon Slayers in this arc if they're just going to fight fodder demons? Mashima can't utilize his characters properly to save his life. Okay? Alright, but here's the counter argument. We genuinely have zero evidence these are the final matchups. The fights have just started. Mashima has a lot of characters at his disposal right now, and he's going to try to use them all. That doesn't mean those two won't get to fight a dragon. It's genuinely so early into fighting the Calamity Bloods that we have no basis to say what will or won't happen. Some of these characters could lose and then others fight in their place, or be joined by other characters. I wouldn't rule out Eric and Gajiel. Remember when users said Eric would definitely not appear in this arc after his chapter, when they said Gajiel would definitely lose his fight, and neither of those things happened? Hey, I don't tune into the Reddit that much, so I didn't know that was taking place, but W counter, bro. We reject dooming for the moment. It's still possible for the dooming to take place, right? I don't know. This guy's even more of a Mashima hater than I am. For real, wish Lucy and Merc fought Anchor. How could Mashima do this to me? Now I can't spread the agenda that Lucy's better water user than Juvia. Oh my gosh, bro. He's chilling with it. Yeah, where's Guildarts, by the way? Maybe that's who comes in to help. Although he wouldn't be that much help either, because he's not a Dragon Slayer. Guildarts ain't in this arc. Guildarts ain't in this manga. That's... Bro, I'm not excited for these fights aside from Loxus, because his fights are always great and never disappoints. I wouldn't say I'm not interested or excited for the other fights, but I will agree that I am the most interested in that fight. Gajiel has a history of being brought into an arc while getting nothing substantial, so I'm definitely leading towards him getting sidelined again. Mashima is not going to have the Calamity Bloods fight more than two characters. He's incapable for doing team fights unless they are duos. Oh, okay. Okay, we got a Mashima ride or die here. Hold on. Mashima's not going to? Here we go again. No disrespect. For years, people have said Mashima will or won't do. Eric won't appear in this arc. Gray won't do... Gray won't do anything. Gray won't beat Viernes. Mira Jane's fight will get off screen. Gagio's fight will get off screen, or he'll lose. He's talking about... to be fair to myself, my point was never that Gray doesn't do anything. It was that he doesn't get power-ups. That was always my point. My point was that everyone else in the manga was getting power-ups out the ass, and he got nothing. He barely even used his devil slaying powers. That was like, I'm a Gray hater, but I mean, there's probably clips out there that maybe say otherwise, but to my knowledge, at this point, I don't think this was ever my point, is that he doesn't do anything. The Calamity Bloods fights will be solo fights, etc. So much it'll be this way, and then it wasn't that way. It was declared, and then it wasn't the way it was declared to be. Heck, he'll only have multiple characters fight if its duo's decree contradicts the solo fight decree of other users. Mashima will have as many characters fight the Calamity Bloods as he wants, or he might change the matchups as he's done before. Ultimately, you're spending anger on something that hasn't even happened because of history, and how consistent even is that history. In most arcs Gagio's been in, he's had a big fight or moment, unless we go just based off the Great Labyrinth arc, in which case most characters have a dour arc, so everyone will be sidelined. Is this dude like a mod here? Oh, top 1% commenter. Okay, so it said, this man, Ninja_Surge Fairy, is in the trenches when it comes to this Reddit. And he is a stark defender. And you know what? As a defender, I have to say, elite defending. That's top tier defending, bro. Mashima would be proud. He would be happy. Ninja and Ancient having a domain clash in the comments. The greatest hater versus the greatest fan. JK, are you on this Reddit enough to know who these people are? Is this like a thing that they do? It seems like there's a little bit of history here, but I can't really speak to that matter. We know that Mashima loves his Natsu and Erza, and the bad part about it is that I don't find Erza fights to be that interesting. Really? Why not? I mean, she does have a tendency to she does have a tendency to kind of like wiggle her way out of fights, not in necessarily like a BS kind of way, but there's always like not even always. It's just there are some moments where the fights that she gets the win kind of feel a little bit shaky to me. But for the most part, and for the majority, those mean the same thing. Her fights are still pretty entertaining. I have half of these fools blocked, so I see. Oh my gosh. Yep, every week it's the same? Oh, really? Wow. Erza is hot as... she gets a pass. That is also true. Of course, Mashima loves his daily love. Of course, Mashima loves his daily love to Natsu and Erza, giving love and respect while giving Gray the most disrespectful wasted arc we Gray fans have to go through until his fight with Viernes. Yeah, that's also kind of true. Please tell me I'm not the only one who feels like, oh, okay. Yeah, people are just upset. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at this. All this because of Lucy? You Lucy fans gotta get it together, bro. We writing exposés. However, it feels like Mashima is almost a bit flip-floppy when it comes to Lucy, when it comes to her strategic intelligence, when her quest. In some moments, she's portrayed exactly how she should be, strategic, observant, and able to think quickly in the middle of a fight, but other moments, it suddenly feels like she doesn't know what to do and needs someone else to guide her. Even things like her being told her spirits aren't strong enough that she needs to get stronger feels a little odd, because Lucy already knows that she's literally acknowledged that herself back in the original fairy tale. A big part of her growth was always being about improving alongside her spirits. So seeing her react is kind of a new realization, feels a little inconsistent with what we already know about her character. I'll just assume it's plot hole. Some characters need a little bit of a reminder. You know what I mean? I was trained Lucy. Okay. I mean, technically Lucy... Ooh, okay. Counter argument. I don't really need to read the rest of this because I already know. They'd be writing dissertations on Reddit. I mean, technically Lucy wasn't dumbed down in this chapter. She understood that Virgo magic could counter the Earth spell being performed. Instead of using Virgo Star Dress, she chose to summon Virgo, which in theory makes sense because Virgo has access to more power than Star Dress. The problem is that Hero lacks respect for spirits and prefers Star Dress. All in all, it was Lucy who determines initially how to counter the spell. Wendy just offered Lucy an alternative. W counterplay. This Reddit is entertaining, bro. I like it. Stop. She hasn't been nerfed or made dumb. It's just she's going up against a literal mountain of Dragon Man, where strategies mean nothing to pure brute force and strength. Okay, I want to do one more poll concerning Lucy. Because you know what? I'll just save that for later. So, who is coming to help Lucy? I have two people in mind. I want you all to vote, because I want to see where the community's head's at when it comes to who you guys think is coming to help her, because obviously somebody is going to come. Looks like people are saying Kiria. Okay. I hope it's Kiria. Okay. I feel like it's going to be... Hold on. It's going to be one of those two, just because, I mean... Hold on. We just freeballing right now. Where's the rock at? Because, I mean, Gajiel and Lucy have a history. You know what I mean? They got a pretty interesting history. And, yeah, the evidence that I'm looking for isn't going to substantiate my claims. So don't even worry about that right now. I'm hoping Cobra. Let's be real, Diablos is beyond cooked. I expect absolutely nothing from them. Have those ever interacted before? What do you mean? Gajiel and... Are you saying Gajiel and Lucy? Or do you mean... Cobra and Lucy? I think Cobra and Lucy have interacted before, but it was just like in passing. I don't think they've ever had like a conversation. But I think Gajiel would be... He'd be an interesting one. Kiria would just be okay for me. It would be cool to see them team up, but like Gajiel would be more interesting for me. And Cobra and Lucy... Cobra would be cool, but I don't exactly know how his powers would work against somebody. I mean, he's a Dragon Slayer at the end of the day, so it doesn't really matter. But, like, poison and star dresses against somebody made out of rock? I mean, this isn't, like, I'm not, you know, physics and chemistry, whatever, right? That stuff be damned when it comes to a fictional world and how we deal with, you know, elements. But, like, I don't know. I don't know if that would be, like, super interesting to see. I mean, it could be. It just depends on how it's drawn and how it's choreographed. But I feel like Gajiel and Lucy would be a more interesting fight. Or a more interesting team-up to see them fight against this guy. Erza is a character I love, but in my opinion, she's not a top 5 character in Fairy Tail. Might be a hot take. I mean, it all depends on what you mean by top 5. If you're talking about strength, writing, as character as a whole. I mean, in terms of writing, I don't think she's in my top 5. And in terms of character, I don't think she's in my top 5. And in terms of favorites, I don't think she's in my top 5 either. But she's definitely top 10. If you were to say top 10, then you're out of your mind. But Wendy get a separate element? Maybe, I don't know. Gajiel probably will help, or maybe Elfman. Bro, what is Elfman gonna do against this guy, bro? We like Elfman, we love Elfman, we respect Elfman, but he ain't doing nothing here. Yeah, I can Gajiel and Elfman, or I can see Gajiel and Elfman helping out one of the groups to fight one of the Calamity Blood Drakons, but Cobra would be great. Would be a great duo to help out either Loxus or Mirashane. Loxus and Cobra teaming up would actually be pretty cool. Here's my top 5. Number 1 is Gray. Number 2 is Loxus. Number 3 is Zeref. Number 4 is Gajiel. Number 5 is Natsu. That's a good top 5. It's a sexist top 5, if I'm being honest, bro. You know what I mean? It's 2026. And maybe throw a woman up there. You know what I mean? I'm just joking. It's a good top 5. They're all pretty entertaining characters, pretty well written characters. It's a nice top 5. I can't argue with it. I think you got like 2 or 3 in your top 5 that are in my top 5. It would. A Loxus and Cobra duo is overkill. I'm imagining the poison and the lightning. That would be sick. I haven't forgotten how dirty Mashima did Merity, by the way. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I think Merity had to be saved by Juvia. That was a bit of a tough one. Merity fans are a little bit in the dirt. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that unfortunately is going to have to do it for me when it comes to this live stream. Because your boy has got to get going. I got to start working on these scripts, got to start working on this editing, and I got some real life stuff I got to get done too. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm glad that, I was able to come back, hit up a stream, try to be a little bit more consistent when it comes to this stuff in the future. But sometimes some things do happen, and I can't stream on the day when the chapter comes out, or even, the previous chapter comes out, so I got to double up on them with the chapters. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's gonna do it for me. Thank you all very much for showing up, for showing out. Are you on Invincible? I am not on Invincible yet. There's so much stuff going on this week. There's like Marvel Rivals. There's the Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer just dropped, by the way. Literal peak. Go watch it if you haven't seen it yet. We will be there day 1. We will be watching in the theaters. But yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff, notification bell. Hope you all have a fantastic day. See y'all in the next one. Bye. Peace. Bye. 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 Bye.